I try to start again. I don't want to be the one the battles always choose, 'cause inside I realize that I'm the one confused. I don't know what's worth fighting for, or why I have to scream. I don't know why I instigate and say what I don't mean. I don't know how I got this way, I know it's not alright, so I'm breaking the habits. I'm breaking the habits.
STPL Net Wars versus DM. Okay guys, we are back. My OBS died in the middle of that, so I do apologize. But we are back anyway. A kicks problem happens again, but that's what happens, you know. I've not got ASL backing, so here we are. Either way, we are going to move on to our next game of today. It's going to be a pretty good one. I'm just setting up the overlay very quickly. And I nearly got the position around the wrong way, but it's all good because we are having fun. And it's the best of 7, so...
Wait, I'm not in the game.
Oh my god, aren't you? I thought you joined. Oh no. Oh, this is bad. Okay, I'm rehosting. It's all good. Luckily enough, there's plenty of time. Well, apart from you, because you've not eaten. But, let's, hopefully we don't delay this too much, because otherwise you're gonna die. And we don't want that. Having anyone die on stream would be very bad for the tournament.
It'd be good for publicity, though.
I don't know, would it? I guess any publicity is good publicity, right? But...
Of course.
Just seems like a bad idea to have someone faint on stream. I don't know.
It'll be on the first page of Reddit and everything.
Oh my god, I just... I just started up again without inviting you. God damn it.
Oh my god.
This is not good. I'm hosting again.
Let me in! Why?
Okay, right, I'm hosting the game. I'm not gonna click OK. I used to do this with
I'm
Sale
joining.
as well.
Okay, I'm
Right,
in the
okay.
game now.
Right, okay, I can
Okay.
start this up.
Well done.
So the good thing is, I know everything that's going on. I've set up the overlay. Everything's ready. I just need to show it all off, but I just need to put the colours in, but I can do that afterwards. That's not a problem. Okay, we're in the next game, so let me move on to the overlay. Let's introduce our players, and then let's have a look at what map they're going to be playing on. So, if you've just tuned in, you are watching the third place match between the round 1 playoff finals of the STPL, of course, if you haven't noticed the logo above me. But let's move on over to the main overlay, and let's see what's happening. Okay, so this hasn't updated. Let's pretend you don't see this. Let's go back again. There we go. Like magic, it's working. It's Net Wars Mazur, the Protoss player, against DM's PRL. PRL's only played 1 game so far, and he did lose it. That was last week. But Mazur doing a pretty solid job. He's won 2, lost 2. But his 1 PvP he played, he didn't win. So hopefully he could do a little bit better. Of course, this is going to be a best of 7, so we could be here a while.
Not a best of 7-0. This 1 PvP though, thankfully.
Yeah, that would be that'd be a crazy time. Like I don't know if I'd want to do that. But you know what? That's what happens when you do individual leagues, and that's how I avoid this by doing team leagues. It's all good. This is all part of the plan.
Oh, it's impressive. You've actually been thinking about this. Well done.
Okay, and they obviously it's going to be a PvP, and their arena of battle is going to be Neo Moonglaive. Map from 2010, did debut in the Shinhan Bank Pro League 2009-2010 season, and it's one of my favorite 3-player maps, I think. It's got a really cool design like a glaive, and Any thoughts of what PvP will look like on this?
I have like absolutely no clue how PvP is on this map, to be honest with you. I'd imagine it's going to be Dragoons and Reavers against Dragoons and Reavers, but who knows?
I mean, that would be a very good guess, and I think what we'll see is we'll possibly see one player trying to set up a contain quite early on, kind of reminiscent of how Gladiator works, but the difference is, of course, that they will get their natural rather than on Gladiator where you get pinned in your main. But we could see a lot of Reaver drops coming in, we could see a lot of Storm drops as well, but we could also see proxy gates. There's a lot of proxy locations in the middle, and it is of course a 3-spawn map.
It's like you could take an early third base even in PvP here. Like normally, you know, it's risky to take third base, but you've got like this sort of back entrance that sneaks around there. It's like maybe you could sneak that base in quite easily.
That's also another very good guess, and I guess the only way we'll be able to see is by jumping in the next game, and let's see how they play the map, and let's see who's going to win out of Mazur or PRL. Let's not waste any more time, let's get into the game, and let's go. Catch ya.
Get in.
Okay, so starting us off in the bottom left position, we do have the blue Protoss. It's going to be PRL fighting for DM.
And here, swearing to start things off, and in the bottom right corner here we have the yellow Protoss playing for Net Wars. It's Mazur.
You know, I completely missed everything they were saying, but I know there was a swear word, so if there's any children in the audience, I do apologize. I know there was once some guy said, like, I watch your stream with my 5-year-old son or something, and I was like, oh my god, what do I react to this? And I'm not on D&D.
You start apologizing non-stop until you feel better about yourself.
That seems like a plan, I guess, but you know what, hopefully just the one apology will be fine. But they're still chatting, they must know each other. That's the only thing I can think of anyway.
Yeah, maybe they're both from the same like Polish community or something, who knows?
Then again, it'd be crazy to see a Polish person not in Net Wars. I think
Yeah,
DM are mostly
that'd be pretty crazy.
South Americans, but you never know. Apparently DM have got a couple of Terrans, and I'm like, why don't you have any Terrans? They've got 3 of them in their roster. 2 of them live in Korea, and 1 of them they've played, so we finally do see the GLHF and GG Mazur ending the game now, here and then. If I was Kesper, I'd just cancel the game, that's it, game over.
And we have 2 gate against 1 gate.
We do 1 gate gas as well, so this 2 gate could do a lot of damage if it hits at the right time.
It looks like pretty early gates as well, so this is going to be interesting. He's not scouting yet though. I guess you don't need to if you're going to gate. The Zealots are going to get there anyway.
Yeah, but the one thing you do need to make sure of is that you don't send the Zealots in the wrong direction, because that could be a little bit dangerous.
You can always guess the right direction. It's only 50-50.
Yeah, luckily enough, he's actually hit the 50-50 with his probe, and that probe is going to send him in the right direction, but the trouble is, I don't think he's going to be able to block his ramp quick enough. So Mazur is going to see that this is coming and give him time to prepare.
Yeah, unless he has the sickest Zealot micro against his probe here.
Oh.
Just high fives on him, goes right past, so...
Yeah, like ships passing in the night. We see that probe getting into the main. Gonna see the 2 gateways. Gonna know there's double Zealot heading towards him, and you can see Mazur immediately adding on that 2nd gate. Doesn't want to take any chances here.
Yeah, and interestingly, he's making a Zealot instead of a Dragoon. Even though he could have afforded a Dragoon.
I think he just wants to make sure he at least has some stuff to defend his ramp. The trouble is with Dragoons, they die pretty quickly to Zealots if they get on top of them. And depending on if there's lag as well, I'm not sure what turn rate this game was played on and things like that. Oh my god! PRL has built double mana pylon and actually blocked Mazur's Zealot behind the mineral line. There's going to be nothing here to defend.
Oh, but the Zealot just gets absolutely destroyed by the probe drill.
He does, and that second Zealot getting killed as well by the other Zealot, but seriously, that double mana pylon, that was clever. If Mazur had gone for the Dragoon, he may have just outright died here, but there's still so many Zealots on the way into his main right now.
Yeah, but he does have his own 2 gateways pumping zealots now, and he does get a really nice probe drill again. Completely destroying that zealot.
We've got a shield battery coming up in the back of Mazur's main behind this mineral line here. He's building another pylon. He wants to replenish his shields the best he can. And slowly but surely, this is just going to be too many zealots for him to deal with.
Oh, very nice zealot micro pulling back the weak ones, but they are very weak. They do need to get to that shield battery as soon as possible before it falls.
Yeah, he needs to make use of it. He does. Gets full shields back on one of his zealots there. The shield battery does go down, but he's still walling that zealot in. It almost feels like a waste of money now. There we go.
But these zealots are very low on hit points. They only have shields. And in fact, you might even try and back out at this point.
Yeah, he's even on zealot numbers. His reinforcements have actually stopped coming completely. It looks like he's swapped into Dragoons himself. He has actually got some probes that are completely idle. I guess he was using a lot of his APM there trying to keep those units moving. But PRL spent a lot of money for that and didn't get much of a return on his investment.
Yeah, and his problem here is he's going to have these 2 pylons and his opponent's base fall and then be supply blocked. Other than that, it's not looking too bad for him, fairly even, except from these 2 pylons that are in the wrong location for him. It looks like he's going to try and proxy something, maybe, in the top right corner.
I imagine this is going to be proxy robo, but it could be another proxy gateway. Maybe he wants to build some DTs there. He's not actually gone for any tech yet. And it looks like he's going to be able to hold his ramp at least, but still.
He's got to sneak another probe out, even. Kind of strange, but okay.
All the zealots of Mazur are actually getting up into the main. This could be a very, very quick counterattack. Looks like PRL a little bit distracted. They are. Looks like he is going to hold on. He may be able to get a couple of probes here.
I feel like Mazur is maybe throwing his lead a little bit here by suiciding his zealots, but we'll see if it works out for him.
Yeah, he didn't really get too much damage to that, did he? It looks like this one zealot did get one probe, but as you can see, it's actually going to be a hidden base. So a proxy, well, not a proxy nexus, but a hidden nexus at the 2 o'clock position for PRL. He is going full South American in this game, full Peru. And he is doing everything he can to just prove all the stereotypes right. I don't know where he's from, I hope he's Peruvian. But either way.
He might be going into DTs here. And if he does... Oh, there's a robo for PRL, so... This could be dangerous.
It could, but does Mazur actually have enough to hold off against PRL's army here? I mean, he's got a decent number of Dragoons. They're on the high ground as well. They're going to have a good surface area. But all PRL really needs to do is make sure that his hidden base doesn't get scouted, and he should be in a pretty good position.
But he is pushing up the ramp anyway. He does have a few zealots to tank, but decides that's not going to work out for him.
Oh, he's actually doing a pretty good job of microing here. He's going to get at least 3 of these Dragoons, I think.
Yeah, Mazur is throwing a little bit too hard here.
Oh my god, Mazur's going to scout the hidden base. Wait, is he?
Oh.
No, he's not. I think he's going the long way around. Oh my god. This is so close. There we go, he does manage to get it, but it does give Mazur time to actually defend his ramp. He's going to come to the bottom of the ramp now and look to do a little bit of a counterattack to kill some of these split off units.
Yeah, I mean, he only has 4 or 5 Dragoons, and he does have his Temple Archives coming. But PRL does have Observatory and Observers on the way now, so a little bit of build order counter, and this hidden base is going to do wonders for him.
Yeah, he's even got a Forge as well, because he is probably going to go for both Orbs and at least one cannon at his hidden base. He wants to make sure it's slowly starting to mine. Of course, the one thing about taking a hidden base like this is very hard to get the economy going there for quite a while, because you can't realistically transfer probes over there, but still.
Yeah, this is very strange. Like, I would imagine if he had just taken his Nexus that is natural, it might even just be shit up better right now, so... I don't know, it's a strange choice here.
Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, so we do have Mazur moving out on the map now with his DTs, with his Dragoons. Of course, this is going to give his standing army a little bit more power than what maybe we would see normally, but other than that, I mean, he's doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, the DTs are on their way. Sorry, I thought I had maybe disconnected there for a moment, but who knows. There is 3 gateways against 3 gateways, so there's not going to be like a huge extra production, even though he has this hidden base here.
He does, okay, so I just had to quickly text someone, but here we go. So we've got that cannon at the top of the ramp. You can see that DT going down immediately. Doesn't have a chance. The Nexus finally going up at the Natural of Mazur as well. And we see his own cannon.
Pull back here, and he's going to feel like he's in a good position because he thinks his opponent doesn't have an expansion, and he's just going to look to defend and take the lead here. But little does he know that in fact there is only 6 probes actually mining from the hidden base, but more than he thinks there are.
Yeah, these 6 probes, there's only actually 7 mineral patches at this base, so that's not too... Oh no, there's only 6 mineral patches. I'm crazy. So he's actually mining pretty efficiently from there. Obviously he does need some more probes. He is going to be able to add those fairly shortly. But other than that, looks like we're going to see PRL going into his own citadel of his own, going to be getting that zealot speed, going to be going for Templar most likely. And both of them are fairly even after everything that's really gone on.
Yeah, it looks like PRL has delayed his Reavers a little bit here, and he's only just now getting the shuttle. So maybe we'll add on a Reaver now, and he does have shuttle speed finishing as well.
I mean, this shuttle could also be to ferry into the main. It doesn't look like he's started a Reaver just yet, but still, he's in a pretty good position. The weird thing is, PRL is sending all of his units to the 12 o'clock. I think he thinks there's a hidden base up there, but there definitely isn't, so...
Yeah, this doesn't really make any sense. I'm not sure exactly why he would scout with his entire army cross-map like this. It's a little bit, dangerous.
Yeah, that is very, very dangerous, actually. I mean, if you think about it, Mazur could actually go for a counter-attack right now, and there's really nothing back here to defend. He's actually going for double shuttle before any Reavers, which is very surprising as well, but this game has been full of surprises so far.
Yeah, very strange one. He does have 2 gas here as well, and his opponent is only just now taking a 2nd gas, so he is going to be ahead on the gas units, which are very important in Protoss versus Protoss, and he is also taking an extra base here that's getting hit by this DT that might end up falling.
Yeah, he doesn't actually have an observer there. Oh my god, that could be such a big deal. There is one major thing that I've sort of neglected to mention. We did have the very early forge for PRL, so he actually has the upgrade advantage right now, and he will do for a considerable amount of time. I mean, it looks like we're finally going to have that gas.
And he's not using his forge anymore though, so it will give Mazur some time to catch up here.
Yeah, that 2nd gas mining.
Oh, here comes the drops.
Oh, this is actually going to be pretty big. Yeah, it's kind of strange he didn't put an extra unit in there, but he does need to be careful. Mazur looks like he has been tipped off by that. The probe did see it, so he is going to be able to get back to defend, but this is a long way he has to go to get home, and these zealots could do a lot of damage.
Yeah, it looks like Mazur was trying to take his own hidden base there, but doesn't work out for him. Gets accidentally scouted by the shuttles.
Oh, he's going for the Nexus.
Oh
yeah, is he going to be able to get this? I think he may actually just throw all the units away, but it's so close. There's just a few hits remaining. 1 hit remaining. There we go. The Nexus in the main goes down for Mazur. And PRL, at the same time, tried to push up the front as well.
It did cost him a lot of units to kill that off, though. So for a very short period here, he is going to be a little bit behind on units.
Yeah, but he's going in for another drop, so here we go. I mean, one of his shuttles is idle.
6 cannons at his natural.
Oh,
to make sure he doesn't die.
There's 2 DTs in that shuttle. There's actually a cannon warping in, but there's only really one there. One of the shuttles goes down, as you say. But look how many cannons that PRL is making right now at his natural. He knows he's low on units.
Oh, but he's going to go for the storm drop in the natural.
Oh, this could be pretty big. This is going to be a lot of damage being done. 14 kills!
For the left clump, but
Yeah, but 14 kills is still absolutely massive. If Mazur does not win with this counterattack, he's going to be immensely far behind. And Mazur is going all in with his army.
Wait, does he even have an observer with his attack here? Because there's a DT.
I don't think he does. I don't even think he has the observatory, but the... Yeah, the DT is going to town on everything, and Mazur is going to think he's in a better position than he is. There's actually a unit up here, I think that's an observer seeing the long-distance mining of the probes of PRL, but Mazur has managed to break through.
That base there. It's just been super annoying. Oh, he's going to lose his Nexus though, and maybe a lot of probes as well.
The probes looks like they will be able to get away. There is an observer here for PRL, so it's kind of funny. There's actually a DT for both players. There's 2 observers here now for PRL, and still no observer for poor Mazur as he does his best to hold on, but that shot is still alive. The Templar is still alive in that shot, more importantly. And I mean, the trouble is Mazur just isn't really mining at the moment. He's finally starting to mine from his main again. But here we go, the High Templar's been dropped. Does it throw down a storm? No, it doesn't. A little bit of a flub there.
Yeah, and he's sort of did he lose the High Templar?
He did, yeah, the High Templar went down. I think the shuttle died as well. Oh no, the shuttle got away.
At least he does have an observer now, but only 1 observer. He's not even thinking about building more of them. He's just going to try and go for the counter again and try and win with this one.
Oh, the DT's trying to get into the natural. Is trying to follow those probes. Finally, Mazur is mining again. But we actually have PRL now with Reavers, and Reaver Tech is going to do a lot to help him hold on to this. Mazur thinks he's further ahead than he is. He doesn't know about that 3rd base still.
Yeah, and there's even another hidden base coming on the top left corner now as well, so... It's been super annoying with hidden bases.
He is, and Mazur is never going to repeat this game again. I'm sure the next time we see a PvP from him in the STPL, he is going to be scouting around constantly.
No, he is scouting for it now, though. There's a probe coming up to 12 o'clock. Unless he's looking to take his own hidden base.
One of the comments in chat just right now looks like a broken replay, or maybe that's just Mazur, and then Earth Dragon saying it's Foreign Brood War. Sometimes it looks like that.
Then it's pretty true, actually.
It is.
Does finally take out the pylons, is going to be able to get a 3rd base in the proper location, finally. Still doesn't know about the hidden base up here, though. And he's going to take his own hidden base at the 12 o'clock.
Yeah, now one thing to note again is PRL has continued to keep his upgrade advantage. Now, we actually see one of Mazur's cannons killing the other one to help his units get out. The Dragoons were getting really confused, but still, by the time... If this goes late game, the trouble that Mazur is going to have is his natural 4th base is going to be mined out by the time he gets to it. Like, this is going to be a big, big deal if this goes on for much longer, and it looks like we have a cannon being warped in at the 10 o'clock. And PRL is just being so annoying in this game.
The one thing that could go right for Mazur, though, is he could get the other main base and the natural for the other main base, so that's a 3-player map, right? So that's going to be pretty huge for him if he can get the bottom bases as well.
It's going to be very difficult. Looks like we're actually going to have Mazur trying to push in again. Just trying to push the non-existent advantage he thinks he has, I think.
Coming in to Mazur's main here again.
Oh, this could be big. There's actually a lot of probes in that location. That's a huge drop. Only 4 kills on one of them, but the other one I think got about 10. He doesn't pick up the Templar though, so the Templar's going to go down. But this DT is going to take down the observatory.
He does have 1 observer, but that's... Oh, he does have 2 observers, so that might be enough to hold off DTs.
Over here we go. Looks like PRL feels his army's big enough. He's starting to push back against Mazur's army, but he needs to be careful to dodge storms like that. They're big storms doing a lot of damage.
He does storm the observers, so PRL's observers are all gone at the moment. And he's taking another hidden base, of course. Just going with the theme of the game, of course, and the 6 o'clock here.
I don't know if this counts as a hidden base, though. Like, the only reason...
Maybe that's fine. This is his normal 3rd, so...
Yeah, this is more his normal base. It's just he's taken a long time to get there. He just wanted to make a cool pattern with his bases.
Nice flank from both sides, though.
Nice storms again, though. Let's actually zoom out just to catch the action here, because this is quite a big battle across the scenes. But still, PRL's army is doing so much with that upgrade advantage, coming into play very, very extensively in these battles.
Yeah, Mazur just getting pushed way back. Oh, but nice storms in the dragoons, so that is gonna throw things back in his favor again.
Yeah, those storms have been worth their weight in absolute gold. Another great storm taking so much damage as PRL. I know he's got an advantage here economically, but he can't be throwing away units like this. But these reinforcing Archons and the Zealots should be able to actually clean everything else up. And Mazur's army is all but decimated.
Yeah, this is looking very, very scary. Strangely, PRL is transferring all of his natural drone probes to his third base and not mining from his natural anymore for whatever reason. Just doesn't want to mine there anymore.
And yeah, he's not mining in his main either, because his main's mined out. It's almost like he's lost probes somehow. Oh, I know why. He's actually shuttled a load of probes over to the 10 o'clock, I think. And he's going to take another base by the looks of it in the 9 o'clock. So, yeah, he's actually transferring probes from the top base to the bottom one.
Oh, this is very crazy. He's even adding cannons on to the top right for like almost no reason now, because it's going to get mined out very shortly.
And we've got an
Oh,
ultimate harassment drop coming into the 2 o'clock position of Mazur. There's actually a Reaver and a High Templar. Double trouble from PRL as he moves into Mazur's base in a second.
Unless he just forgets that it's there for the whole game and it just remains there. That'd be pretty sad.
Yeah. Oh no, here we go. Well, this could do a lot of damage if this does what I think it's going to do. Most of Mazur's probes are there at this point. And there we go, the first storm does go down, getting 6 probes.
Only one storm though, but the Reaver
Doesn't actually get any damage either.
Yeah, this isn't really doing as well as you might expect it to do, and it's going to get surrounded by his army here if he's not careful.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to get this Reaver away. The Reaver goes down, the Scarab duds as well, and the Shuttle goes down. The PRL, despite being up 4 bases, I think, on his opponent, is
like,
trading very
PRL
inefficiently.
Like, more than half his supply is probes right now.
Yeah, he also doesn't actually have that many gateways, given the fact he's on so many bases. And Mazur has taken the main, it's just as you said. I mean, Mazur gets this main, he's going to get the extra ability to build all the gateways in there. And I mean, we still could have a long game on our hands. Eventually, PRL is going to mine out of all these hidden bases.
Yeah, this is a very wacky one. PRL, for some reason, just like doesn't like to make gateways. Only likes to make nexuses and probes. And not even using the 6 probes that is natural, actually, for a very long time now.
Yeah, he also...
come back to haunt him.
He transferred all of his probes away from the 2 o'clock, so he's not going to get the benefit of fully mining that out when Mazur eventually does scout for that. So, I mean, by the time Mazur gets there, there's going to be no gas, and that's going to be the major feature. It's actually depleted already, so...
It's a little bit strange, that why would you move every single probe away from that base for no real understandable reason?
I think he just wanted to try and mine efficiently from the other bases, but... he sent all his probes away from his natural as well, so I'm not really too sure. He's not actually mining his gas right now in the 6 o'clock. To be honest, I think this game has been so weird that they're probably both kind of overwhelmed at what's going on. I know I play games like that sometimes.
I'm worried now that maybe it is bugged, but there's 2 DTs being dropped to Mazur's main. Well, just kidding, someone going to be one of them.
It was a fake. Oh my god, he needs to drop that DT somewhere because that shuttle's only on 2 health.
Yeah, the DT does not manage to kill the pylon, so that did nothing at all. And he's going to take another base. Oh my god, this game.
Yeah, he has way too many bases and not enough gateways to make use of the money, but somehow his money is actually staying quite low, so I don't know if he's no, he's not even queuing on his gateways.
Yeah, he's just spending all his money on more nexuses and more cannons and more probes.
Now the crazy thing is Mazur's army is actually looking pretty healthy at the moment, but he is a massive upgrade disadvantage. 2-2, 3-2 actually, for PRL against just the 2-0 of Mazur. So when we see both these armies clashing in just a moment, it looks like this could be a very one-sided fight, but PRL's army is very, very small. He seems to have way too many probes.
It seems like almost all of his supplies probes right now, and Mazur has a very good army against what PRL has.
He does. I mean, he's losing a lot of this army just to pure storms. And I mean,
Oh, and look at the Archons, there's so many of them.
there's I think that's 6. I find it hard to count them when they're all glowing, but that's 6 Archons left for Mazur, and 3 for PRL, but PRL's army is just way too small.
Yeah, PRL is starting to stockpile the money a lot now. It's not macro from his gateways for whatever reason, just focusing on the bases instead.
Well, he doesn't actually have that many gateways. He's spending all his money, which is why I know the replay isn't bugged. And he's also building stuff, so...
Yeah, he's now queuing 2 units out of every gateway.
If there's someone with... How many bases are he on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bases at the moment. Looks like Mazur is going to come crashing down on this. And somehow, despite all odds, it looks like Mazur may actually have it into winning this game, despite being 3 or 4 bases behind the whole game.
Yeah, this is pretty incredible. It almost looks like Mazur is playing a stronger version of Protoss, where the units are just like almost invincible. But I feel like he could have pushed into PRL's main base and killed off all the production there, and that would have been like a much better move than killing off this random base in the corner.
Yeah, the trouble is Mazur only has a few observers, so there's one above the, well, what was the natural 4th base, but it looks like we actually had a storm drop coming into the 12 o'clock base as well. I saw him drop an arc on it, did kill a few cannons. But here we go, Mazur looks like he wants to end the game here and now. Nope. Just faking out.
PRL is absolutely destroying Mazur's 3rd base here, which is one of his only mining bases right now.
It is, but the trouble is, can PRL get an army that can actually deal with the army that Mazur has? Trouble is, Mazur is mining out of his natural. All he has left is his 3rd, but he's taken the other main. He's taking the other natural right now, and there's not really that many units that PRL has that can really deal with any of this.
And for whatever reason, PRL just decided that units are not the way to go in Protoss versus Protoss.
Yeah, he's just adding on, or he's finally starting to add on more gateways. But even then, like, his army just seems so small. Ah, he
Yeah,
finally
his
does have a
army
lot of
points are not
them.
quite there, so
Like,
units are all confused.
he just has so many probes, and there's a DT dancing in the other base. But here we go, looks like PRL is going to try and move out. You can see the difference in economy, though, as PRL's money is just going up and up and up, and Mazur is just... He's gaining very little money each tick.
But Mazur's quality of army and just his micro of the storms and the use of his Archons are just absolutely destroying PRL's army every single time.
Yeah, it looks like Mazur may actually have enough to break through here. Can he break up the ramp and kill all of the gateways? He's certainly getting in the one at the front here.
The same thing's happening on the other side.
The trouble is, does Mazur really mind? I guess the trouble is Mazur doesn't have that much money, so he does need to make sure he keeps the bases alive. But you can just see how quickly PRL actually transferred his probes away. His natural isn't anywhere near mined out at the moment.
Oh, PRL has decided that now is the time to build 1 million cannons at 12 o'clock and take a new base. And who cares about his natural and his main, perhaps? Yeah, it's going to defend his main though, because Mazur decides to pull back and defend.
Yeah, pushing up the ramp would have been a little bit too dangerous for Mazur there, but the trouble is Mazur's only mining off of the 2 bases now, and Mazur is going to walk his army into about 7 or 8 cannons. Oh my god, he's adding more cannons as well. He just wants to make sure.
He does have a lot of units though, and PRL's army is just dwindling away.
Yeah, somehow PRL is still ahead in supply, and I'm almost certain it's because of probes, but I mean, it looks like Mazur is going to be able to break back through. He's going to cancel that Nexus, but he's going to lose his own Nexus at the 12 o'clock, and he can't really afford to replace it right now.
He has no observer here, so these GTs are just absolutely destroying everything. Oh my god, he's going to get all his units stuck on the ramp here if this DT blocks them.
Oh my god, that would be so clever.
He doesn't go for it.
Yeah, it looks like he hasn't realized. It looks like that DT is trying to chase the other DT around, which is kind of funny. Here we go. Looks like PRL has finally started to add more and more units on. He's got 332 on his army. Like, how has he not been winning these engagements? He's just got such an insane upgrade advantage. But Mazur's micro has been incredible.
Yeah, Mazur's army has just been all together as one, where PRL's just kind of like confusingly spreading his army all over the place, doing crazy skirmishes, but not really getting any value in.
The one funny thing is Mazur still hasn't seen the other base, but here we go, another storm drop coming in. He's actually dropping 2 probes with this. Oh, and he gets a nice storm. I don't see how many probes that went down, but that was the vast majority of Mazur's mining.
Yeah, that's his only base now as well. So it's a little bit dangerous. He's going to look to try and perhaps end the game here before the mining gets out of hand for him.
Yeah, there we go. It looks like Mazur trying to push back in again. His storms are just absolutely incredible right now. There's storms over everything! I have no idea whose storm is what now. But it looks like Mazur's army is actually just about gonna die.
He has. Crazy.
Oh, he just lost 1 to storm though. Oh my god, that's like 7 or 8 High Templar. But can he even break up the ramp? That's the trouble.
Yeah, all he has is High Templar, so I don't know. I mean, he does have a lot of storms, but he only has like 5 actual fighting units behind him.
Yeah, and the thing is, he's not going to be able to expand very easily. We have PRL taking another base again, back down at the 5 o'clock position. And that's going to be enough to keep him in this game. Like, PRL has transferred all of his probes again from one base to the other. He doesn't like mining bases out. He wants to save some for later, I think.
This is the wackiest mining I've ever seen.
Yeah, he's actually transferring
him back to top right.
Yeah, he sent so many for so few minerals as well.
What is going on here?
I have no idea what we're watching anymore. I've completely lost track of the game and time. Like, what day is it?
His probes are just all over the place. It's like they have a mind of their own, and then they're just like, well, I guess I'm gonna go and mine this base now.
And Mazur's losing more probes in the top to this one DT. He's trying to take that other base again. But that DT's on 15 kills in just a moment. Okay, I called that too early. 14 kills, that probe gets away with his life. But where is Mazur going to expand to? He doesn't have enough money to build a big enough army to kill any bases anymore.
Yeah, and there's no bases left on the map to expand to, really, because PRL's just been... His ultimate strategy is to mine out the map.
And look at oh my god, PRL at the 12 o'clock, just building like 1 million cannons. Like, Storms can't build cannons, don't need to micro those. But there we go.
A lot of Archons again, though. It looks like he's turned a lot of the High Templars into Archons.
Well, he needs to cancel these cannons, I feel. Yeah, there we go. He cancels them all immediately.
And now he's going for the counter attack. No, he's not. He's gonna chill.
Oh my god, PRL's losing some of his probes. This is the worst thing that could possibly happen right now, as PRL does not have many probes left. As I look at...
a lot of them in the top right corner, just mining this one patch here.
He's also got a lot in the bottom right as well.
Yeah,
like, Mazur, despite all odds, is doing an incredible job right now. This is a testament to how good Mazur is. Like, how has Mazur been able to do so much with so little this entire game?
Yeah, I don't understand. PRL's like, he's mining the whole map, but he's not using the money to get anything done, really.
Well, it's because he's got a macro set up, so it builds cannons, and he's got no audible cannons right now. That's the problem.
And he's not taking his natural again, so his natural's just chilling there with all the minerals. And also 6 o'clock, he's just like, you know what, I don't need to mine from there anymore. A lot of it's changed.
But it looks like we're going to have another engagement soon. It looks like Mazur has actually spent a lot of... Well, no, he hasn't. He's still got like 1 million High Templar. But PRL just doesn't seem to know where to send his army and what to do with it right now. He's not sure if he wants to take the engagement. He's got Storms himself. And he's actually going to pick off one of these High Templar that was full energy. So nicely done by him. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Well, this is maybe a little bit too much. But still, PRL's army's getting caught off again. And a lot of those Dragoons going down.
He's constantly trying to kill off this 12 o'clock base, but at the cost of his entire army every single time, so I'm not entirely convinced, but we'll see how it works out for him.
Well, if he doesn't have a... Oh, there we go, he does get the DT. But here we go, Mazur coming in for the reinforcements. Can PRL get on top of the high ground? If he can, he may be able to win this engagement, but Mazur doing... Oh, that's a really nice storm, though, on top of a lot of those zealots.
But Mazur's only observer just falls to the Archon, so now you cannot see these DTs anymore.
And those DTs don't care, they're going straight for the Nexus. PRL is like, I don't need my army. I have DTs, they're going to kill this Nexus, there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. And he even loses his other observer as well that was there, so Mazur is on dire straits right now. He's mined out entirely! And all that's left is what you see here. What you see is what you get with Mazur right now. And he does not have enough money to build another Nexus. That's it. I think PRL has done it.
Yeah, it's not often you see this war of attrition in PvP, but this is a special one. This has worked out really well for PRL despite all the very confusing probe transfers.
GG! Mazur finally hands in the towel, knows he has no hope, and unfortunately for him, that will tie DM 1-1 with Net Wars.
Crazy game.
That's possibly one of the weirdest games I've had throughout the entire STPL so far. Like, I have seen some weird Clash Royale games. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like Drone versus, I don't know who it was, but it was on Medusa, and it was like the craziest thing I've ever seen. But that, in terms of PvP, I have never ever seen a PvP like that before. Ever.
Yeah, that was definitely the wackiest PvP I've ever seen, probably. I mean, there was like a couple of them on like Sparkle and maps like that, but you kind of expect games on those kind of maps to be wacky, whereas this was more just like, how could this game ever happen?
Yeah, I don't think we'll ever quite see that or see a game like that again unless we have PRL with a PvP again, because that could just be his style, just weird out your opponent basically. But I don't think that will, as long as the teams are looking at each other's games, I don't think Lightning will strike twice with his PvP. I have a feeling we are going to see people scouting absolutely everywhere on all of his games. Like, I don't know how you could do that again. That is certainly a once in a lifetime game, and you know what? It worked. It's a best of semi-final. What? It's a best of 7 third place match here, and of course this is for the league points that does put them towards qualifying for the grand finals at the end of the STPL at the end of the year. So, I mean, it worked. A good time to pull that out, actually.
And it's not often I find myself almost hoping that there's a rematch of that PvP for the ace match, but I kind of am.
That would both of them send out Mazur and PRL again on Gladiator this time, just to extend the night even more. But let's head on over to the intro. Hopefully, I don't crash this time, and I've got the next game up if you want to join, and then we can get started as soon as we're back from this short break, guys. See you very soon.
See him.